Hi, I'm Lisa Kowalczyk, Executive Director of the Medicine Hat and District Chamber of Commerce, and I'm joined by Brandon Cencioni, General Manager with Medicine Hat Nissan. Welcome, Brandon.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us a bit about Medicine Hat Nissan and the investment that you've made within our community.
Well, we put up a big, beautiful multi-million-dollar facility on Strachan Road, which we opened June 1st of this year. It was an interesting time to open. Obviously, the planning for this building is 2 years in the making, so we decided 2018. I wasn't a part of the building phase. I took the dealership over in March of 2020. So, but I do know that there's been a lot of groundwork laid since 2018 to come to this moment. So we didn't know about COVID in 2018, and we kind of got pushed back. We were looking to open the facility in March of 2020, but we pushed it back, obviously, with the first wave of COVID happening, and decided to power through and open June 1st. And if you look at the building, it's a great building. It's a great traffic area. We're in the midst of Strachan Road, which is one of the busiest traffic centers around, and around the other community partners. And before, we were across the airport, so we were a destination store. So now we're right in the mix.
And it is truly a remarkable facility. I had the opportunity to tour on your grand opening, and I think it's important to note, the fact that these types of decisions often have been made far beyond or before the pandemic hit. And it's one of those risks as a business that you take on to make that investment, and quite obviously never knowing what's going to happen. But part of the plans were just state-of-the-art features and truly things that will make that building sustainable and really technology driven. So can you describe some of the features that you've incorporated within that facility?
Yeah, Nissan's design aspect around their new build constructions is state of the art. We've been able to open up a new express lube facility, so that's obviously helped with increased service business and offered our consumers and customers next level service for quicker oil changes. If you walk into our shop, it's state-of-the-art, new hoist lifts, all the new technology, built-in workbenches for our techs, all the proper safety equipment that we may or may not have had in the past, or that was accessible to us. Just driving by, just the windows are captivating with the modern design of the building. And then you can't forget about the 100 solar panels that surround us around the back, which is a great environmental piece. It's going to help support our utilities as we grow into this building. And it's twofold. It creates a bit of a snow shelter or hail damage shelter too, so which works out. So, yeah.
No, it's incredible. And I know when I took the tour, you have kind of a tech center even for kids and little kiosks that are set up for clients. So even within the facility, some of the customer elements, you've really thought of everything to ensure that experience is second to none.
Yeah, they've done a great job. We've got iPad stations for accessory builds or new vehicle information. We have accessories stations set up on every new vehicle. Pre-COVID, we were allowed to put iPads out, but those have been taken away for now, but they'll be back. And even just down to the intricacies of a kid's playroom. We've got a TV in there and iPad set up. So they really thought about all aspects. There's a quiet room area that you can actually, as a consumer, look into the shop and see what your vehicle, how it's being worked on, which tech working on it. So it's a very transparent process, and that's what Nissan is about, is creating a transparent vision for their clients.
So you've alluded to some of the changes that you've had to make due to COVID in terms of having to take some of those touch points out of the showroom area and the facility. So what have you and your team done to kind of cope with COVID, and how have you been able to adapt through this?
Being deemed an essential business is obviously a good thing. We can support and give back to our community and also retain our staff. But it comes with its challenges that every other business has faced. We're no different. We've obviously faced the new mask mandate. Prior to that, we went mandatory masks in the building. Before that was a city bylaw. When we opened the facility, I had plexiglass put up on all our service drive areas, our parts counters, reception desks. We've got masks, hand sanitizer everywhere in the building. You look, we've got it. We practice all the same social distancing techniques. But yeah, we've had to obviously take a bit of the, the structure of the building, what it was designed to do. And we've had to take the iPads away, those workstations. We have to take the iPads away for the kids area, take all the TV remotes away and kind of just control all that. Our big, beautiful vehicle showroom that can fit 7 vehicles. We've had to now lock all those cars, make sure they're hand sanitizer, put proper signage up there. But overall, the same stuff that every business is having to face. We're no different, and we're in this together, and we're trying to do our part. And I think we've done a good job at that. And I'm really happy that we've been able to retain staff because of it.
Yeah, that's so key. I can appreciate that. It's a challenging time for many in terms of trying to make some of those decisions and in terms of what to do. So what are some of the supports that have helped you deal with the pandemic? So either, information, where have you found information to assist your business, and what kind of supports would you recommend to others that you found beneficial in particular?
I would say that during the first wave, we reacted too quickly. Nobody really knew what was going on, what the answers were. We were very quick to kind of shut everything down, shut our marketing phases down, lay off 70% of our staff. Really went down to a skeleton crew. This time around, we're taking a bit of a different approach. Obviously, last time around, we were able to capitalize and thankfully, with the government's assistance for the Canadian Employment Wage Subsidy, we were able to bring back our staff when we opened June 1st, which was great. I mean, we were able to get every single person that we laid off through the first phase. We were able to get them back in the building, and then because of that, in the increased business, we were actually able to hire too. So we were able to give back to the community by offering more jobs. That is because of this beautiful state-of-the-art building. I believe that we're a benchmark, which all other manufacturers gauge their success and measure their success on now because of that. So the Canadian employment wage subsidy was huge. We've looked at the rental subsidy. The Chambers had great information that's come out that we view regularly. We applied for the Medicine Hat grant as well. We didn't qualify, but there's another option as well.
Yeah, I think that's such an important message, is there's a number of supports out there. Sometimes it's kind of confusing and the information is overwhelming, but I think it's really important that businesses find and get the supports they need to get through to the other side, because certainly I know there's exciting things in store for our community when we can get through this, because we're adapting, at a quicker pace than we ever have before. So what are some of those exciting things that you have in store that we can look forward to when we get through this and come out on the other side?
Yeah, it can be a lot of doom and gloom, but here in the building, we like to keep things upbeat and positive, tell funny stories, keep everything live. We have a positivity agreement that we act in full force day in, day out. I rebranded the store when I partnered here, and it's small town feel, big time service, and that's in-house as much as it's outside the house. So treating each other with respect and unity and cohesiveness and team and truth, and then providing our own staff with great service, because then it's just tenfold with our customers. So, we're really looking forward to 2021. 2020, a lot of people say it was unprecedented times. I would look at it as an unprecedented opportunity. We've found ways to really kind of revamp our business and look at different areas of opportunity that we may not have looked at before. It's actually really elevated, the online digital retailing phase, and 2021 is going to come with a lot of great things. We're already planning a big community initiative. We are big in giving back to the community, and that's actually not just in the donation form, that's actually being hands-on on the ground and helping. And we're going to continue that. We're going to continue to work with the food bank every week. We do deliveries for them. And we've got a lot of great promotions going on. We're going to launch January 1, a promotion that's $5,000 for you and $5,000 that you're going to donate to a local charity if you purchase a car with us through 2021. Just a lot of different great initiatives that we're going to try and support and build our small businesses here that have suffered through 2020, and I suspect through a bit of 2021.
That's amazing. It sounds like you have lots in store, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised, because you had quite a showing for your grand opening, and
Mm-hmm.
what it was giving away were you giving away a vehicle on the grand opening, and how did
Well, we
that?
might get there. We might get there. We're thinking about that for next year, but that was such a great day and appreciate you coming out for that. Everything down to the weather was perfect. But yeah, we had three bins full of prizes and we gave away 6,500 cash. We gave away exotic driving experience, home entertainment system. We had food trucks, you name it. It was a great day.
Was, yeah, definitely that festival type atmosphere, and something certainly I think our community can look forward to in terms of initiatives that we know you will have in the future. So in the midst of all of this, I know, it's challenging. There's a lot of challenging times that we've been through, and certainly a few more, I think, to come. But what is one piece of advice that you would offer to other businesses that's perhaps helped you through this, or that you see businesses needing right now?
I actually wrote it down. The big thing that I can give advice on would be to be proactive and not reactive. I think that's one of the biggest things we learned through phase one of COVID was, man, we were so quick to react in a negative way, and it affected us. So I think through the first closures, being too quick to react, this time around, we've actually been able to not lay off anybody and actually kind of focus on, okay, where are our areas of opportunity, and just stay positive. And I know that's such a small statement, but it's a big statement. It's key. Positivity keys is key. So trying to keep upbeat and supporting each other. I can't say it enough that supporting local is the biggest piece that we can do to stay together.
Absolutely. And like you say, it's been unprecedented. I don't think anybody can be faulted for what we had to deal with in the first wave, because it was something that none of us have ever experienced before and have ever gone through in the current environment, and trying to adapt and evolve. And I think our business community has done just an exceptional job in doing just that, is learning, growing, adapting, and coming together. And I think that's something that is extremely valuable as a community, as our people, our businesses, and how we come together in times of crisis to pull through and get through to the other side.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much for your time, Brandon. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to connecting again when we get through this next wave.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.